Welcome to the Daily Mindset and Business Dojo Show. My name is John and I am your Mindset Business Coach. In today's training, we're going to explore the book I've just finished from Dave Robson, I believe his name is, called The Expectation Effect. If you haven't read it yet, I think it's a pretty new release if I'm not mistaken. I highly recommend that you add it to your reading collection or your Audible collection, because a lot of it reinforces a lot of what I talk about via my channel or via our social media channels or inside of our coaching programs, which is we often become what we expect of ourselves. But what this book actually did was brought the science into it and the neuroscience of how that actually works. And one of the key references inside of the book is the placebo effect, right? Which most of you will be very aware of, how people have certain reactions to certain medications or certain, say, a person who has a celiac disease or disorder. If they've been told that they're just after eating food that has some of the ingredients that they're not supposed to have, they will actually start to get sick. Their body will respond in the same way as if they just actually had the food. So what's happening there? It just shows the power of the mind and how the mind can send the body into disarray. Now let's bring it back to your life and your business. And let's look at it first from the perspective of health. Maybe right now you're trying to accomplish a certain feat, or you're trying to build a certain habit around your fitness. But what are you actually subconsciously expecting of yourself? Are you expecting yourself to go to the gym regardless of how you feel? Or are you leaving it up to how you feel in the moment and making a decision then? Because if you're a person who subconsciously decides that my strategy is going to be, I'm going to wait until how I feel and then make a decision, you're giving yourself the way out. Versus declaring that I'm going to do this and taking action on it regardless of how I feel, because I'm a type of person who does what he says he's going to do. Or let's bring it to your relationships. Are you telling your spouse that you're going to come home early on a Tuesday or Wednesday evening to have dinner with the family and take time off the business? But subconsciously, there's that seed of doubt in there, that you're almost hoping that an email comes up or a message comes up or something pulls you back into and keeps you in the chaos. If you're a person who expects that family is important to them, you will go home and make it a priority. If you're a person who expects to show up and do what they need to do regardless of how they feel, you'll get the results that you're supposed to get. Or at least you'll get lessons along the way and feedback that are going to send you along a better path. I want you to think of it from the frame of your business right now. Let's look at it from the context of business. What are you expecting of yourself? What are your actual expectations for where you see your business in the next couple of years? Not what you aspire, not what you hope, not what you wish for. What do you actually expect to happen? Because of the beliefs that you carry, because of the identity you're building up here, and the mindset that's going to lead to the right aligned actions that you're going to take consistently, relentlessly, over and over until you find a way. And if you don't find a way, what do? You pivot. Your plan changes, but the goal and the outcome stays the same, because you have that vision you're aiming for, you have that North Star, and you expect to accomplish it because of the person you are and the standard that you hold yourself to. So this is going to require some people to really do some introspection and move away from all of the books and the tactics and the stuff that you're trying to read and implement to be successful. Because until you get this right, then none of the rest is going to matter. Until you raise your expectations, the blueprint isn't going to do much for you. I could give you the best workout plan there is to lose weight, get in shape, build muscle. But if you're not a person who can get themselves into the gym and do that consistently, then the blueprint doesn't matter. And the same goes for your business. The same goes for your relationship. It goes for every area of your life. It's why principles beat tactics and strategies any day of the week. Because principles apply across the board. And when you get them right, everything typically falls into place. When you elevate your standards, things fall into place. When you learn how to think differently, think bigger, elevate your thinking, elevate the frequency of the thoughts that you're having, that's when your actions change. If I look back to my life 10 years ago, the thinking patterns that I were having are nothing like the thinking patterns that I have today. And that's why I have different results. That has to change in order for you to change. The way you see yourself has to change in order for you to get different results. Or you're going to keep spinning the wheels over and over and going down the same path over and over. So I hope that's been helpful for you. Just about to hop on a call for the dojo, so have to cut it short today. But I really hope it's been something that's helped you. And if it's something that you're interested in exploring deeper and you really want to maybe look at some of those mindset narratives and things that are holding you back, then just drop me a message and we'll arrange a time to connect and see what that might look like for you. So, all right, until next time, be well. And as always, ascend higher. And remember, it's your time.